press the second button. There is no second pass.
Here we go, guys. Good morning. It's another day. It is. It's another freaking day. How's it going, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, damn it. I got Bloomberg on the corner, too, because I'm, of course, listening to everything. Good morning, guys. Good morning, of course. Another day of nothing has changed. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But, of course, it's I, the Crypto Otaku, here, of course, every single day, fighting for your financial future in the dystopian future. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is where we're at. God. Hopefully, this will be the last day we're in this corner. Can't even get light over there anymore. I've been moving the light around, working on the studio. Today, I'm excited, guys. I'm almost here, almost done. Gotten pretty much really far with the studio. Got the ceiling up. Just need a few more days to get the carpet in and get everything, of course, moved around. All right, let's see what's going on with the chat. How's it going? How you guys feeling this morning? Bitcoin doing pretty much nothing, but it's fine. It's fine. We've done nothing for a while. We just gotta have patience, right? That's what this game is all about. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Joy, good morning. Hey, Otaku K and Crypto family. I'm listening at work to the latest crypto insights. Shout out to Let's Freaking Go. Ramona's prediction. Yes, she came close, guys, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. D-Worm, yes. Fire. Let's go. Yes, good. Starting off on the right foot. Get the fire in the chat. Thank you. What else we have here? Hi, it's Jude and Abdul. How's it going, Abdul? How's it going? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. When bull run? Well, I gotta answer that one too. Let's get over the chart. I'll show you. I'll show you on the chart, man. Yeah, it'll be right over here. Just look away for a minute. Oh my God, where the hell is it? There we go. Yeah. So again, it's coming, guys.
Now. You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
When will then be now?
Soon.
There you go. There's your answer. Soon, guys. It's coming soon. Oh my gosh, really soon, really. We just got to get these big headwinds out of the way. We got to get the big, beautiful bill passed. It is pretty much passed, guys, as I put in my article. In my thumbnail. It's pretty much a done deal. We have about 7 minutes to the opening bell. And if you take a look back to, I have it here too somewhere. I've got too many windows open, guys. It's just non-stop craziness. Here we go. The House vote right here. I have it on mute. But basically, we're sitting in a filibuster for the moment, and it could go as long as this representative has time to talk, which I think is unlimited currently, according to his words.
Where federal aid for higher education, such as Pell Grants, may be a target for reductions. Once again, let me park.
All right. So, yeah, he's been up there since I woke up. So not even kidding, man.
Stupid.
So yeah, we have to wait for this whole bunch of theater to basically resume. I still am. I'm as a human with morals. I'm very divisive on this. My big thing is we hand out too much money, and this is why we're in this problem to begin with. In the future, we're just going to hand out money anyway through UBI and those means. That's why I think maybe lawmakers on the Republican aisle do think that it's going to kind of inevitable that we're going to get back to this kind of government spending anyway. It's just going to be, we need the infrastructure to do that, right? So that's kind of where I stand on this whole thing. Anyway, getting back to the chat. D-Worms. What is that, devil or Satan? I don't know what's going on there. D-Worm. I have been called before in the past the red-eyed money demon. So I don't know. Dad Sky says he's just a creepy little emoji from OG emoji in the chat. Good morning, fam. Yes, good morning. LMFAO Spaceballs. That's right. It's happening soon, guys. Dang, I slept in. Well, you didn't miss quite much anything. You're still good. We got about 5 minutes till the opening bell. You're still all good, guy. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, that's chaos for breakfast, and hopefully a little bit of coffee, guys. You need some of this to get through the day. Mine's already getting kind of stale. It's already getting kind of cold. It's warm enough to keep me going. Bitcoin's sitting at 109.3 right now. Not too bad place to be at the very beginning of the morning. Although, again, guys, just a daily reminder, tired of winning. We're tired of winning.
You may even get tired of winning.
I am so tired of winning. And what am I pertaining to? Of course, I'm pertaining to just our predictions we do every single night here at the channel on our Crypto Chaos Magic segments. Of course, we called last night for a baseline bear target, and exactly what we're getting this morning. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's another freaking day. It's another goddamn. Hey. Yep. God damn it. I promise. If this continues, I'm gonna have an entire a whole entire stream deck of just every button from that movie, just to break a clock. Because, yeah, every single day it's a different, but the same. All right, where are we at? Let's get into some news. Bloomberg, see what they're talking about this morning. Like I said, we're still a little early. 2 or 3 minutes to the opening bell. Let's take a look at just some general stuff and things. Oh, I already have it up. Fox Business up right now. Let's refresh this. The big talking points right now. Everyone's pretty much going on holiday. I think starting this today, yesterday, maybe even as a Monday, we're gonna kind of check out. That was kind of my idea. Going back into the Bitcoin chart real quick to show you. My ideal for a potential breakout in July to start would be after the 4th of July. Here we go, my orange prediction there. I've been calling for this back in the end of June, basically, since the 25th, 26th, that we are going to, well, July 4th Chan is kind of in the way, kind of break on up to the upside right after July 7th and 8th. 7th would be the 6th would be the earliest. A bit of momentum starting there, because again, the rest of the world does not celebrate July 4th. So they would kind of start this out on the foreign market open on Sunday here in the States. That'd be Sunday night, up until, of course, the Monday morning, Tuesday, meaning hopefully seeing all-time highs like mad. So Monday, Tuesday next week is what I'm looking at for a potential breakout into new all-time highs, starting possibly on Sunday, hopefully. This is just a general target. I don't have any. I did put. An update for anyone else who's new to the stream or just wasn't with us last night. We started taking predictions from the audience. I love the community, obviously. We've already gotten past Jake's, and then now we're getting into Ramona's today. Let's see if that happens. I'm going to give her, of course, a few more hours just because I love Ramona. And she deserves it. But today would have been a really great day to break out, in my opinion. It's just Congress is messing with us. Braveheart McFreedom also coming in, as well as Milk Money and Chatty C. All right, let me know in the chat if you guys have a prediction you want me to throw up there. Right now, of course, we got the whole entire community at odds and betting against each other. Let's freaking go. Love it, love it, love it. Jim in the chat, good morning, Jim. Of course, everyone loves you as well. Jim Duringer saying no one is talking about the overnight repo spike. Ooh, I do like repo. We got it. I'll get into that here in a minute. We got the opening bell happening at any moment. I gotta go back to the chart. Where is my? Scrambling to find the right. There we go. Boom. Good morning.
Moments away from the start of trading, this is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. We're looking at futures that are pointing to yet another record on the S&P 500, 6293, 6294 on the futures there. NASDAQ up even more, 0.4%. And so we're going to see a higher cash trade as well after
probably going to see
we
new
start
all-time
trading.
highs
Here's the
again
opening
today
bell,
for
and
S&P
on
500.
the New York Stock Exchange, this is so cool. I didn't even think about the fact that next year is the 250th anniversary of America. And so, Sailforth 250 has come to preview that anniversary at the New York Stock Exchange. You can see a ton of U.S. Navy and Coast Guard members there on the floor of the NYSE. Down at the NASDAQ, Arrive AI ringing the opening bell. I'm guessing they're a software services solutions provider. The stock is down 20% since they went public a couple of months ago. So, Katie, what are you watching? More like games.
I am looking at the chip stocks this morning. Of course, we got the news that the U.S. is lifting export curves for chip design, and you can see that in China specifically, and you can see that reflected in the shares right now. We threw NVIDIA up there, but you can see the bigger beneficiaries are Synopsys, Cadence Design, both of those stocks up 4%, 5.2%. As we were discussing with Ed Ludlow, Matt, we know that these stocks have been really in the crosshairs of the trade talks. And a little bit of relief this morning. Yeah, a little bit of relief there. And we're also seeing, I think, a lot more certainty. And we're going to get to that in just a moment with Gabriela Santos. Datadog will replace Juniper Networks in the S&P 500 on that fateful day, July 9th, as Hewlett-Packard closes its acquisition of Juniper. As a result, the dog gets a boost of 10%. As Katie mentioned, Robinhood did not get that, but that stock's still absolutely soaring. We're back with JP Morgan Chief Market Strategist for the Americas, Gabriela Santos, and it's the certainty, I think, Gabriela, that makes this market happy, right? As we get the passage of the big, beautiful bill and see what's inside it, as we get closer to that July 9th date and start to get deal announcements from President Trump, can this market continue to power higher?
I really think the market has really taken its cues from being past peak uncertainty. We generally understand the contours of tariff, immigration, and fiscal policy. And now it's back to focusing on the stock-by-stock impact of policy. So policy going from an acute to a chronic issue for markets. And most importantly, moving on to what we were focused on before. So the long-term themes, AI being one of them, higher defense spending, deregulation, benefiting the financial sector. So it's really back to business as usual. It's still a resilient market, but not an unchanged market beneath the surface. Yeah, it's interesting to hear you say that, these sort of long-term policy issues, very idiosyncratic. Yes. We were talking about the insurers yesterday, for example. It feels like Centene. Centene, never forget it. It feels like renewables are just a hot potato. And given those sorts of headwinds that you're encountering on a stock-by-stock, industry-by-industry basis, where do you have high conviction right now? Where is insulated from that type of noise? So it's hard to say it's a country overall or a sector overall. But I think some themes we can tease out. It's large cap over small cap. So you still have pretty soggy economic growth. You still have elevated rates. And you still have input costs going up through tariffs. That's still an environment where we feel a lot more comfortable with large caps leading and small caps still underperforming, like it has been the case this year and for a few years. Besides that, I think leaning into areas of the market where there are other supportive tailwinds to really propel revenue growth, earnings growth. And I think this is where the AI theme really comes back. And really the new winners from AI, right? Let's abandon that holistic Mag 7 concept. Let's think about who are the new winners, the adopters who are monetizing it, and the digital and physical infrastructure winners. I also think we can look to other regions where valuations are already pretty discounted and where things are getting incrementally less bad. So that really leads us to Europe, to Japan, to India as another example. So those are areas where I think policy is a bit less top of mind.
I want to marinate on small caps for a little bit because not that I'm pushing it,
I
but when
don't.
we started this
Okay,
show,
moving on. So yeah, that's a good sign. JP Morgan analyst coming out saying that trends like AI are going to come back into the main light. All right, let's get back into the chat. I did want to read this from Jim Derringer. I got stopped out of it, but he says that the repos repo spike has happened in the Fed on June 30th, highest spike since September 2019. This is huge, guys. People, of course, getting their stuff taken away from them. Let's see what here. Spike was preceded COVID coincidence. Usually suggested a liquidity crisis. McNerney says, good morning, good morning. Jim Derringer says, I say this because it means usually some form of quantitative easing is around the corner. That's right. Something has broken. And that is exactly what the Fed is waiting for. Not me, but not you, but who? Good morning, good morning. Balkan Dwarf starts his ascent to the top of the mountain. What the hell are you talking about? The Balkan Dwarf. Oh, jeez. What are you referencing, my guy? The Balkan Dwarf. The primary refers to a meme coin on Ethereum. What in the hell is this, my guy? The Balkan Dwarf. What the hell is this? You guys are too much, man. You guys and your meme coins are too much for me, man. All right. D-Worm, Andy in the house. How's it going? Good morning, Andy. Afternoon to you, my guy across the pond. Of course, sitting out there wearing a kilt as the sun is rising. I know that's you. Just holding your little tiny dog. I have this amazing imagination of you just sitting there. Yeah, basically the Highlander of our space. The overnight lending spike hits levels not seen since 2008 and COVID. Essentially, the Fed's overnight lending repo market is stigmatized, seen only as an emergency, says Jim. Yeah, so 2008, 2020, and now 2025. It's funny how that's kind of all kind of relatively placed out. I would say 2008 to 2020 was the longest stint, but we can't have that long stint anymore because now we have way too much money that's already been printed, and of course the average American is feeling that now. Yo, Otaku, Master Otaku says, OG Boban, what's cooking? Chaos Knuckle Sandwich. Chaos Knuckle Sandwich. My knuckles hurt, man. Oh, they hurt so bad. Mostly my right hand as I've been putting up the ceiling, and the staple gun is killing my hand. All right, but you know what's up. You got it, man. Simon Katz is not just a meme coin; it is a lifestyle. Jeez. You guys and your memes. All right, guys. I want to touch briefly onto the House right now. What's going on? Again, just a quick little recap. Bill is pretty much passed. We had a whole bunch of votes flip early this morning, and Andy. Can't even finish my sentence because Andy comes in with a £20 sterling super chat. God, it's too early, guys. Boom!
Give me money. Money now. Me, money needing a lot now.
I see orange. I get so excited, guys. I see all that orange. Andy says BTC 130 to 440,000 this month. Otaku. Thoughts, buddy? So press up. 50 press ups completed. Press ups, sit ups. Sit-ups? You talking about sit-ups? Man, I am behind on my exercise, my guy, for sure. I definitely got to get back in that. Maybe Rob can show me the way. Him and I was hoping to get up there this year, but damn, I don't think it's going to happen. If this bull run starts, we're not going to be able to leave the house, guys. Andy says, I was late. Oh, gotcha. You were late, so you got to do those sit-ups. Yes, push-ups. OG Boban, yes, exactly, precisely. Yes, you're not too late. I'll give you a slide, Andy. I'm more forgiving than Rob. He'll definitely make you do those push-ups. Where was I at? Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen what's going on this morning, basically we're sitting in a filibuster. The House has already been in session. It's already pretty much got the votes it needs. It's just we have to get through all of the theater and
Garbarino,
like this.
Jeff Hurd, and Michael V. Lawler. By my count, 13 members.
Yep, just taking time. Yeah, take your time. This has been going on since I woke up. So yeah, that's the narrative we got right now. So that's going on in the background. I'm just going to put that over there with the rest of the fire. Oh, that's one of my favorite memes too. Anyway, yes, thanks again, Andy, for your donation to the chaos this morning. I definitely appreciate it. And guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things down below as we try to build this channel to 1,000. 1,000, guys. So much, so many, so close. We're so close, guys. We're only like 200 or 50, 220. I forget exactly where we are on the counter. It does not show me on the back end on OBS, but I think we're about 40 or 50 away from 800, which is the next big milestone. All right, guys, let's get back into the news. Let's see what's going on. I want to see a Bloomberg. Yeah, they're going on to commercial right now. Let's get into just some of the headlines, see what's going on. Job growth picked up in June as the labor market weathered fiscal uncertainty. That's what's happening right now. The job market numbers come out. Stocks higher after June jobs report. As I wonder to see how's the chart doing for the S&P 500. Looks like now we have to invalidate Ramona's prediction. I'm sorry, Ramona. Ramona coming in with a very close. Oh my gosh, last night it seemed like it could have happened if the foreign markets would have picked up the slack, but they didn't, unfortunately, because they did what they normally do, and that is, of course, sell off if they, of course, get a little bit of pumpage before the foreign market open. So that's what we saw this morning. Still not doing bad right now, almost near 110,000. So we still could see that new all-time high today, especially on the passage of this bill once it officially comes out. All right, so let's get back into the S&P 500. 6,250. Jesus, look at this, guys, right out the gate, hitting all-time highs for the S&P 500. Man, this chart's a mess. Oh my God. All right, so S&P 500 index is good. DXY, not so good. Coming back down under 97, hopefully here soon yet again. A little bit of a spike here as the bill basically was deemed to pass this morning. That'd be my guess as to why that's moving. Let's go and see what else is going on in the headlines to determine this. Oh man, they're getting kind of animated over here now. Oh, we got people jumping and clapping and it all means nothing. It all means nothing. All right. Okay, let's get back into where is it? There it is. Boom. Let's take a look at the job numbers. Job growth picked up in June despite economic uncertainty. Okay. We're gonna get this video.
News breaking this morning already has economists kind of worrying about this month. Microsoft announced it will cut 9,000 jobs.
Yes, we heard that yesterday. We talked about yesterday 9,000 jobs. But anyway, we're talking about this. This is relevant. This is not relevant to what we're talking about. I hate when they do that. They add those videos up. Okay, the U.S. economy added jobs in June at a faster pace in the recent months, despite economic uncertainty stemmed from the trade and tax and monetary policy. The Labor Department on Thursday reported the employers added 147,000 jobs in June. That figure was above the estimate that economists pulled in the LSDG, who projected 110,000 jobs would be added. The unemployment rate ticked up slightly lower to 4.1%, which is lower than the economists' expectations of 4.3%. Job gains in the prior 2 months of the week were both revised due to job creation in April, revised by up to 11,000 from a gain of 147,000 to 158,000. And many May job gains were revised up to 5,000 from the gain of 139,000 to 144,000. Taken together, employment in April and May was 16,000 jobs higher than previously reported. Private sector payrolls grew by 74,000 jobs in June, lower than 105,000 jobs that LSEG economists projected for the private sector. Government payrolls expanded, yada, 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 yada. The manufacturing sector shed 7,000 jobs in June, a steeper decline in loss of 5,000 jobs the LSEG predicted. Developing story is happening, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, job numbers are a little better despite, of course, the tariffs and the big beautiful bill, and of course, the markets are overreacting to the war in Iran and the latter. Oh my God, guys, there's so much stuff. So much stuff happening all the time. All right, Chinese coffee giant Luckin challenges Starbucks with the New York City debut in stores. Nothing really big here pertaining to our space. I don't think there's anything else in the headlines. Amazon Prime members score major gasoline savings from July 4th road trips. What the hell does that have to do with anyone in Prime? Amazon Prime members can save money by fueling up cars over the 4th of July holiday weekend as part of their early deal ahead of Prime Day. Prime members can get $1 off the cost of each gallon of gas for up to 35 gallons during the one-stop participating at BP, Amoco, and AMPM gas stations between July 3rd and July 6th, according to Amazon. I don't know how you would do that. You put in your Prime account. I don't know. So yeah, if you guys are Prime members, take advantage of that. Interesting. America's Secret. Again, one of my friends always says this eventually. Of course, I talk about the dystopian future every single day. And his little thing is he wants to be what he calls a prime citizen. Which means in the dystopian future when Amazon basically owns everything and you pay for their services, they're of course going to pay for you. As a prime citizen. God. Dystopian future is going to be great, guys. Oh, God, it's going to be great. God. All right, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles coming in green today, pretty much all across the board, sitting about 4-5% above on the day. Not too bad, of course, to wake up to. Although the big takeaway here is less things for you to DCA into. Less things every single day. All the deals are going away, so make sure your bags are packed and ready to go. Even Celestia is under 30%, or I guess off. There hardly is anything now that's right around 30, 40, 50% off anymore. We again have to go into the top 200 again to give you guys an idea of what to DCA into right now. The only thing I really recommend is probably still Zebi. Not even. Look at this. Even Zbeck is now. They're only close to 30% off instead of that 52% it was reporting in yesterday on the month. Guys, all the deals are drying up. Make sure you have your last bag ready to go before this bull run kicks off. White Rock still 63% off. Not too bad if you believe in that project. Barachain 33%. And that's about it. It's all drying up, guys. Make sure you guys have a game plan and you're ready to go. All right, let's get back into headlines. Do you see anything that's going on? CNBC. Again, house is still very animate. God. Oh, man. All right, so this is breaking. Trump to speak with Putin in the U.S. After U.S. pauses some weapons shipments to Ukraine. Looks like, yeah, we want to, as Trump said, he needs help dealing with him, with Putin, with Russia, and it looks like he might be getting that. This is breaking news, so we're going to have to wait and see what this develops into, but that's at least making headlines right now. All right, what else we have over on CNBC? 10-year Treasury yield leaps after June. Yeah, we already mentioned that. S&P 500 rises to fresh record highs after a better than expected June jobs report. That's what's, of course, fueling it right now. 4th of July barbecue prices have risen. Oh, no, since the Trump imposed tariffs. What else we have? House vote on the big beautiful bill moves ahead after Republican directors flip. That's as of 30 minutes ago. We can at least get a little more details here as we are all we can basically exhibit is or observe is the filibuster currently happening at the House floor. House vote on the big beautiful bill moves ahead after Republican directors flip. The vote to begin final debate marks a win for Republican leadership seeking to deliver on Trump's second term policy agenda. And yeah, there of course is the current nonsense. The U.S. House of Representatives early Thursday morning began a final debate of the president's Donald Trump's mega bill ahead of the casting votes on it after Republican holdouts relented overnight and backed the spending package, allowing it to move ahead. The motion to begin a final debate, which passed around 3:30 a.m., marked a major win for the Republican leaders after hours of maneuvering the backroom deals needed to break a stubborn impasse. The measure moved forward with debate finally passed at 219 to 313. Only moderate Republican Representative Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania voted with the Democrats against the motion. House Speaker Mike Johnson spent all night corralling the House rebels to pass the legislation, aided by Trump himself, who worked on the phones for much of the night. Trump's frustration with the stalemate was palpable at various points overnight. For Republicans, this should be an easy yes. Vote. Ridiculous, he wrote, at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The bill has traveled a rocky road to date, with the package just squeaking by in the chambers, the upper chamber on Tuesday, when U.S. President J.D. Vance cast a tie-breaking vote. Of course, this is all just kind of recapping from yesterday. So that's where we are right now, guys. Let me know in the chat how you guys feel about this. The big takeaway on this is that Snap, and again, all these handouts from Snap and Medicaid are going to be taken away from estimated 17 million. Where is it? I just saw it. 17 million Americans. I personally, I'm not against handouts, but we spent so much money. There we go. The Democrats basically are saying the billionaires win. 17 million Americans will lose their health insurance. I'm not a big fan of handouts, but eventually it will happen anyway, because the AI and robots are going to take all the jobs, and you need, of course, giant handouts for the American people. Not only just the American people, the rest of the world. Most governments are going to go into UBI type programming. All right. So that's basically the general idea there. Let's get back in the chat and catch up with you guys as we're awaiting something to happen here. I'll put them on in the background just in case we get something breaking. All right, let's get into it, guys. I gotta scroll up. I'm behind. I'm behind. The overnight spending spike hit levels not seen since 2008 in COVID. Yes, I 100% agree with Jim. Actually, let's take a look at that. Since we're talking about spending levels, M2 money supply against Bitcoin, because you guys are asking also when moon, soon, and what better to predict that other than the M2 money supply? I need a chart. Give me a chart. M2 money growth versus Bitcoin, brought to you by the Bitcoin counterflow.com. M2's money supply growth year over year, growth rate 108 trillion 2025. We gotta zoom in here. What is it? Can I not zoom in? Really? Can I please? Let me find a different chart. US money supply versus Bitcoin price is probably more along the lines of what I'm looking for. This is brought to you by charts.bitbo.io. Check. Human, come on. I am human. Let me in. There we go. Okay, so this is, of course, tracking the M2 money supply here. And yeah, we're basically right on top of it right now. We need the total. Where's the total money? Global liquidity, Bitcoin M2 price global, Bitcoin price targets, Bitcoin versus global money supply. There we go, global. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. I just can't find the right chart I want to look at. This is close enough though. M2 money supply, of course, is represented in blue here. I just wish I could frickin' zoom in. I'm on dark mode. There we go. Year to date. There we go. Year to date. Year to date. Okay. So Bitcoin right here. I guess are we not? Dang it. Do I really have to look at all to see it? Oh my God. Whatever. Of course, money supply is above us right now. Of course, if we head to right on top of the M2 money supply, that would put Bitcoin somewhere around a 115K target to where it is right now. If I'm just looking at maybe 120,000. I wish I could zoom in here without losing the global M2 money supply. It's weird. Really weird. It drops off as soon as I zoom in. Anyway, so that's the general idea, guys. When moon, soon. It's, of course, my reaction to that every time. All right, let's get back into the chat. See what they're talking about right now. Talking about takes over 9%. Starbird takes over 9% stake in TripAdvisor. Yeah, it's not really pertaining to our space. All right, let's see what else you guys have to say about what's going on here. McNerney, good morning, McNerney. It's been a minute. Yeah, we're still waiting for this to end. Oh my God, it's still going.
United States Senate, the Honorable Mike Johnson.
He's just
Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives.
He's taking his time in between words now. Chewing on his gums. What the hell, man? it's so pathetic. it's a theatrical performance at best. Anyway, okay, McNerney, yes, good morning. Kim Deringer says, I say this because it usually means that some form of quantitative easing is around the corner. 100% agree with Jim there. Not me, but you, but who? You guys are talking about the Balkan. Yes, I think I read that earlier. The overnight lending spike. I think I read all this stuff here. Okay, here's where I was. Okay, the overnight lending market broke during quantum tightening. No coincidence now, been in quantum tightening for the last 4 years. The easy money finally running out for the big boys? Question mark? Yes, probably. I mean, there's been very pretty much drying up of all the cheap money since we've been sitting at these high interest rates now for the last 4 years. We did finally start getting cuts, though. Remember last year? But of course, it's been very far and few between now. Push-ups, says OG Boban. Push-ups, yes. Man, guys, it's probably been 7 months now since we had maybe 8 months since we had a rate cut. Damn. I was late, says Andy. Not by much. D-Worm says precisely, yes. And the big beautiful bill is going to cause homes to surge again, says Jim Deringer. Dollar devaluation, rising home prices. 100% agree with you there. And right now, the housing market's already kind of seeing a bit of a lull. No one's really buying the houses right now because mortgage rates even came down. American people just are overextended. They just can't afford it. Overcome, yes, is here to overcome this filibuster. this silly nonsense. This is what Overcome's here to overcome. Patience is virtue. Patience is definitely a virtue. OG Boban says, sell the dip, buy the peak. Next levels moves, says OG Boban. Hit that like button and sub. Again, reminding you guys, thank you again. I appreciate that, OG Boban, for reminding me, of course, to show the channel. Usually that's the King of Ohio's job. Where's the King of Ohio? Anyway, I did want to talk to him a little bit about what's going on in his state. Anyway, yes, you guys, please hit the like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We need to get the channel to 1,000 subs. Jim Deringer says that the bond market is in a stare down with Powell. After the cut in September, they observed the longer dated bonds spiking in yield, value bond dropping. No buyers. Yes, no buyers. 100% right. The bond market has been very, very stale. No one's participating. We're the only ones buying our treasury bonds right now, which is terrible because we're borrowing money to buy our debt. Our debt is on borrowed money now. Our debt is on debt. We got debt on debt on debt. This is so stupid. God damn it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Complete chaos. All right, Jim Deringer says they are on top of the game being played. Trump and Powell playing chicken while watching bonds, and all theatrics are posturing. Speaking of theatrics.
Just for y'all, we welcome you with open arms into the warm embrace of members of Congress determined to protect the health care of the American people.
Yes, we want to protect the free handouts. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to get them anyway. Don't worry. We're going to get plenty of handouts later when everyone's being controlled by universal basic income, AI, and robust income. Anyway, Jim Deringer, 100% agree with everything you said there. Obviously, you are the best, my guy. We love you. Jim Deringer also coming out saying, well, yes, since 2014, whenever you redeem your treasuries, the government creates a duplicate treasury, sells that, and then gives you the money because liquidity didn't exist beforehand. Oh, guys, it's just a big lie to the American people and taxation, without representation. All right, let's see what we have here. What else do we have? What are they covering right now? This is just a commercial filler thing, I think. Okay, Trump to speak with Putin. Let's see if anything's updated with that. Yeah, we got something here loaded. President Donald Trump said he will speak with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday at 10 a.m. Here we go, in the next minute. Jeez. The call comes 2 days after the U.S. said that it would halt some U.S. missile and ammunition shipments to Ukraine, which continues to fight off invading Russian forces. President Donald Trump said he will speak to Russian President Vladimir Putin today in a minute. Comes 2 days after the U.S. said it would halt some missile and munitions. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the pause weeks after ordering a review of Americans' munitions stockpile. Sources told NBC News. That's right. We need to actually start creating our own stockpile back because we've been sending it all to Ukraine. 100% agree with that there. White House spokeswoman Anna Kelly told NBC that the decision was made to put Americans' interests first, following the Pentagon's review of the U.S. military support for other countries. The strength of the United States Armed Forces remains unquestioned. Just ask Iran. Let's freaking go. All right, so yeah, that could happen. It's probably breaking. At some point, it'll be on Bloomberg, I'm sure. That's why we got that going in the background constantly. All right, let's see what else is going on. Yep, besides the filibuster, which still continues, nothing has changed. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin is doing right now. Other than winning from yesterday, of course, recapping from yesterday, guys. Wow, we're seeing a bit of a breakout now. Look at this. Sitting at 110.3. Of course, yesterday we called for a baseline bear target. It landed pretty much right on top of our baseline this morning, and now seeing a bit of a breakout. Is Ramona? I will give Ramona the whole day. I love her so much. If it breaks out today, I'm just going to give it to her. Of course, right now we are right around 1,700, 1,000, not even 1,600 probably to hit all-time highs. Not that far away at all. Let's take a look at the order books right now. Of course, brought to you for free on YouTube by Kimba. The White Snow Line. Don't pay for something you get for free. Don't do it. It's over there on YouTube. It's free, guys. Don't pay for something you get for free. This is, of course, Kimba. My favorite and my reference for my channel. That's why I show it. Let's wait for it to kind of buffer in here. It looks like, yeah, that should be enough. Let's zoom on in and take a look at what's going on with the order books. Everyone's getting liquidated to hell, guys, if we get all-time highs today. Let's see. Taking a zoom in here real quick, you can see that we're basically pushing through our resistance, the final leg of resistance that's holding us back from new all-time highs. This is the strongest level we have here. Again, we've already smashed through. The toughest part is ahead, which is sitting at all-time highs. So yeah, this is it, guys. This could happen. This could happen as soon as we get like the official headlines. The bill has passed. It's all good to go. Although they did squeak out from my hurt, unless it got added back in when it went back to the House. I don't think it did. The crypto taxation laws, which now I think have been redacted, which originally was no taxes on. Oh, I forget what it was. Oh, for the miners. It was so the miners didn't get double taxed, basically. I think that was redacted. So that was the only thing that was kind of crypto related specifically in that bill that I'm aware of. Okay, so yeah, it's not too bad. We could see a breakout right now. Right now. All right, so let's take a look back here. Oh, man, guys, we're watching history possibly unfold in the moment. This is awesome. And it definitely would change the pace, too. I'm so sick of this, guys. So sick of every day we wake up and we're just, like, smashing that freaking alarm clock. It's the same shit, different day. It never ends. Okay, let's get back in the chat real quick, see what else Jim is rattling on about, as he usually does. Of course, my favorite TradFi correspondent here on the channel. In fact, I invited Jim on, but he says he's just an old guy who loves my stream. And we love you too, Jim. Thank you for doing what you do. We love you. Let's see what he says here. He also saying that this isn't just a U.S. phenomenon. This is happening in the global bonds as well. Central banks are being very suspicious, in my opinion. Yeah, and very particularly with the U.S. U.S. auction, Treasury auctions. China's basically they're out. They're done. They just sold like $8 billion worth of treasury bonds. Was that 2 months ago now? It's been probably just last month. Everything's just getting so foggy. They're out. They're done. De-dollarization is definitely happening around the world, and it's happening in a, I guess, it's happening in a more progressive manner. Okay, yeah, so this is what we're waiting on, guys. We're waiting on this silly stuff to stop. Let's take a listen and see what they're talking about now. Probably more nonsense.
In her chamber, turns out to be the deciding vote for a bill that she says, Mr. Speaker, is not good enough for the rest of the nation, and we all know it, votes for it anyway, and then begs the House to fix the bill.
He has a novel of material to get through. So at some point, I think they're going to have to pull him. From what I understand, though, he has what they call a magic minute, which allows him to rattle on indefinitely. I don't know how much of that is true. We'll have to wait and see how this all pans out. Let's go back into Bloomberg and see what they're going to open back with now, and see if there's anything else breaking.
U.S. corporate high yield. The market's telling me, here's another AI play. Just bid it, buy it. One person's chaos is another person's animal spirits.
Breaking market headlines.
Yes. Bloomberg, of course,
really
saying the magic word.
Business. These are two big
the secret word of the day.
Companies. Are people just too exuberant out there?
Bloomberg Intelligence with Paul Sweeney on Bloomberg Radio, YouTube, and Bloomberg Originals.
All right, good Thursday morning from the Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio. In for our worldwide audience, Isabel Lee, Paul Sweeney, we're live here in our studios. We're streaming live on YouTube as well, so go check us out there. Tons of economic data today. We'll get to it all. We're going to check in with Amy Glazer, Senior Vice President with Adecco US, get her thoughts on the jobs market. Margie Patel, Senior Portfolio Manager at Allspring Global Investments, will give us her markets call here with all of her experience. Brendan Murray, Bloomberg Global Trade Editor, on some of the latest trade news coming out of Washington, D.C. Ira Jersey, Bloomberg Intelligence Chief Interest Rate Strategist, to give us his thoughts on what he thinks this Fed's going to do, given all this economic data we've been getting today and then over the last couple of weeks or so. We got a lot going on here. Right now, let's go to Steve
Dollar
Miller.
just broke
He's the chair
97
of the
again, too.
ISM Services. We got some ISM data out today. Looking at the services index, came in at 50.8. Consensus was 50.6. And last month was 49.9. So definitely some improvement here. Steve, what did you guys make of the data you saw today?
Hey, Paul, it's nice to be back. Really, the great news is that even with the employment index going down a bit and with the supplier delivery index going down a bit, the new orders and the overall business activity indexes were up enough to bring the whole index above 50 again. So we view that, even with all the uncertainty right now, as a very good sign.
And the odds of a July rate cut has all but plunged to a zero compared with roughly 25% before the report. What does this mean for the Fed going here from now?
Well, the prices index is above 60 again. It's the seventh month in a row that it's been above 60. There's two times in recent history we've seen that. 2018 was one where we saw very low inflation, and the significant inflationary period back in 2020 is the other time. So I don't know that I would give a whole lot of confidence to the Fed that we're out of the woods in terms of inflation. There are more comments coming through that we're seeing cost increases on prices paid being experienced by our respondents. So it looks like there is definitely pricing pressure and inflationary pressures in the market.
Steve, one area.
Good morning, Tola, with the super sticker. Thank you for the $5 donation to the cause. Thank you for supporting the chaos. Tola, salute.
Look at that employment data.
So it was a little bit of a surprise from what we saw the last few months. However, in times of uncertainty in the services sector, the easiest lever to adjust is rehiring or hiring freezes to make sure that if you're not sure about what's coming up, the ability to kind of hold flat, the levers you turn are contractors and overtime, frankly. what the good news, I think, in the number is that if you look back at last year, we're about 1% above where we were last year over the last 4 months. It seems to be reflected also in the employment data, where we see year over year slightly stronger numbers, not blow the doors off numbers, but slightly stronger numbers in employment. So not a terrible sign, I think, typical of what we saw last year.
All right, Steve, thank you so much for your time. Steve Miller, he's the chairman of ISM, joining us via Zoom from Aledo, Texas. Markets moving higher here today. The S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ all up about 6 to 0.9%. Let's see where some individual stock movers are today. For that, we go to Bloomberg News. Christine Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at these today?
Well, Paul, let's take a look at Synopsys, shall we? That's ticker SNPS, currently up 3%.
All right. I'll let them rattle on again without us for a bit. I'm still waiting for something breaking to happen, guys. I've been going through some of the news headlines. It's pretty much everything we've covered over the past couple of days. Grayscale, of course, freezing that a big basket ETF for crypto assets still. So that's kind of weird. I think when I see moves like this, I just feel like it's manipulated. Of course, if this actually went live, if it was approved, it should have went live. Then it'd be the first time we get exposure via ETF for like ADA, and maybe is Chainlink in there? I forget. There's a few other coins in there: Solana, ADA. It's basically the big coins. I think XRP. So it might actually be a first exposure for XRP ETF too. If because the first ETF we ever got for XRP was a futures ETF, which is silly. And then I think there was like a leverage one or something too. But yeah, we don't really. I don't think still we have a spot ETF for XRP. So yeah, nothing else really breaking at the moment in crypto. I'm taking a look at some of the headlines here. South Africa's first NFT marketplace, Moment, shuts down amid market pressures. Gate launches X stocks trading section. Yeah, it's pretty much just kind of slow start to the morning, which is fine. Usually this doesn't really ramp up into the afternoon for at least crypto news, so not too surprised there. Just waiting to see what's going to happen with the House. This keeps going on and on and on and on. This may be the entire day, guys. Like I said, he's got enough material in that binder, it looks like, to sit there and stumble over every word for the rest of the day. Basically prolonging this into July 4th, July 5th. Who knows? Who knows how much stamina he has. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's take a look at cryptonews.net. Get back. There we go. Bitcoin tops 110K. Bonk Fartcoin climb more than 20%. Again, giving you some hopium articles there. Critical banking license application submitted by Ripple. Exciting developments for XRP. If you guys have been sleeping under a rock or haven't participated with us in the last couple of days, we've been talking about XRP basically starting up its own bank. Brad Garlinghouse, of course, is backing it. Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor's company strategy hits another class action lawsuit shock. The claims are huge. Again, everyone's suing Michael Saylor, saying that he's promising unlikely gains. I guess, I don't know. MicroStrategy, U.S.-based company that holds most Bitcoin in the world, is facing a class action lawsuit over the Bitcoin strategy. New York-based law firm. Is this a new one? Is this a new one or not? Pomegranate also alleges the strategy did not properly disclose the full nature and extent of the impact of the new accounting standards. At this point, the lawsuit states that the strategy had $5.9 billion in unrealized losses and digital assets due to the adoption of its first quarter 2025. Says that the class action lawsuit represents investors who invested in MicroStrategy from April of last year and April of this year. Other investors may also join the class action lawsuit until July 15th. Strategy adopted a Bitcoin strategy in 2020, yada, yada, yada. So I think it's still the same case. I don't think it's a new one. I'm not sure what the headline really pertains to. Another class action lawsuit? Shock? I don't know. Am I missing something here? New York-based law firm Pomegranates LLP filed a class action lawsuit. I guess that is a newer one, just tacked on to the old one. I don't know. I don't know. Same sort of FUD and nonsense. Ripple price prediction after XRP ETF approval. I mean, you see it. I think it's just going to be slowing to the right. Okay, so Bitcoin touches 110,000 mark again. Again, more of the stuff is just opinion pieces, FUD, and hopium articles. It was 1 million Solana in 1 minute. Solana whale activated. All right, yeah, pretty much nothing there. CryptoNews.net. All right, guys, let's see what else is breaking in the news on the headlines for the major TradFi networks. Take a look at where's my screen? Where's my screen? No, that's still going on. This. What are we talking about? Payroll. Still talking about payroll. Okay, so headlines. We're back to headlines again. Of course, following the markets every single day with you the Crypto Otaku. We're going to go through the chaos, guys, and find the real news. All right, what else? CNBC maybe has some new headlines. They're still waiting to hear exactly more details on Trump. He's talking to Putin right now as we speak. He's been talking to him for about 15 minutes. The jobs report, it's all covering in the headlines. That's pretty much it. We're just waiting for this big, beautiful bill to finally just pass and be done. That is, yeah, and all of our lawmakers are going to be on recess, whatever, until the end of July. Are they going away that long? I forget how long. How long are our lawmakers? How long are lawmakers on recess for in July? Based on information available, the congressional schedule for 2025, lawmakers are scheduled a week-long recess around July 4th. Only a week. Look at that. However, there are reports in late June 2025, President Trump urged Republicans to remain. Yes, yeah, they're remaining. So in odd numbered years in 2025, an August recess is also mandated if Congress fails to adjourn. It's important according to the Legislative Act of 1970, Congress is generally required to adjourn no later than July 31st each year. So they could potentially take the entire month off, I guess. I don't know. All right, so it's got to be kind of boring around these parts in the households. Let's get back in the chat and, of course, welcome Jake the Snake into the house. How's it going, Jake? Just another morning. Oh, jeez.
Nuts.
All right. My favorite one, too, from the movie. I remember when he throws the alarm clock in the... Oh, no, I think he takes the toaster and the alarm clock in the bathtub with him. Oh, jeez. All right, let's get back in the chat with you guys while we're still waiting for the silly nonsense to, finish up at the house. Let's see here. Jim Deringer says average leverage in the bond market in 2009 is 5 to 10x. Now it's 57x. Jeez. Jake the Snake says, Jim, that's insane. Yes, good morning, Jake the Snake. Welcome, the King of Ohio. Guys, welcome. Morning, King, says D-Worm. Of course, giving him his due diligence. The rightful king. Rolling out the red carpet. Ripple says, I'll do it myself. Bold move by Garlinghouse can backfire or bog down the company. Though we'll see. Oh, nuts. It's right. He's right. Richie Rich, good morning. Otaku markets are looking great. They are, Richie Rich. They are. Are you richer? Are you richer yet?
I'd buy that for $1.
It really isn't too much to DCA in anymore, though, guys. It's pretty much over. Morning D-Worm in the Jestern. In the Jestern? The Jestern? The Jester. Yes, the Jester. Jake, I want to also run this by you, too. I don't know if you were with us last night. I think you were. At the end of our live stream last night. You might have had to leave a little earlier. But we started taking community predictions. Look at this, guys. Boom. All these new predictions are in now. From the community all the way out to the end of the month, predicting new all-time highs possibly ripping to the upside on those dates. Sorry, Jake, you are out of the picture. Right out the gate, too. Damn. But, of course, we still love you. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious if we go through the entire thing and no one hits it. It's going to be fun to see how this all plays out, though. Ramona's is next. This is today. It's actually since passed, but I'm giving her the whole day just because it's Ramona. We love Ramona. Yes. Strawberry Dragons, good morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning, Strawberry. Yes, I missed the tail of it, says Jake. I thought so. Elmo, I'm honored by everyone and was inspired. Yeah, Ramona's still looking pretty good, though. Yeah. She called for a 7:33 today. I don't really look at the number when it comes to like the exact time on it. I mean, no one can really do that. You have to be like, I don't know, channeling dead people or like the future. People that aren't even born yet, of course, to know that stuff. Yeah, Ramona, of course, was calling for that to happen, pop off today. We're gonna give her the whole day, and then I'm calling for the next one. Is going to be I'm calling for that one to happen right around at least the start, possibly at Sunday in the evening. Going into like in the morning open on Monday. That's kind of where I'm going. I don't have the exact target, but somewhere in there. And I've been, of course, pushing this out for a while now since since you put in your prediction, Jake. You, I, and Ramona, of course, were the first three to roll out predictions. You were calling for the 26th, I believe, or the 28th. Yeah, 28th, right at the end of the month of June. Ramona was calling for the 3rd, of course, in July today, and I was calling for about the 7th. And we got the 4th of July chant here still, of course, here to celebrate our American holiday, whatever holidays are good for. Okay, fireworks, fireworks at least. And yeah, rocket pops. These are awesome, man. I love these freaking things. So what is it? White cherry, and blueberry, raspberry, blue raspberry. I love those things. I definitely got to get a box of those to celebrate tomorrow. Okay, getting back into the chat. Let's see. Of course, Strawberry Dragon's here. Good morning. Good morning. We love you too, Strawberry. Our favorite flavor of dragon in the chat. Jake the Snake. Jake likes snakes. Says, hey, I hate Gary Daly. How you doing, Gary? How you doing? Jake the Snake says, if someone can get the exact minute, they have to maintain the chaos in the veins. Yes. Jake the Snake says, yeah, my whole prediction just thrown out because I knew I would be in Vegas and too busy to check those charts. So I'm happy that you got out there, and I'm happy that the bull market gave you the time to do that. Because, yeah, guys, we're going to get started with this. It's not going to stop, and we're going to lose sleep over every single move. So you don't want to be moving too much. I definitely would be getting, like, Uber Eats and, like, maybe planning your exit to get supplies, like, I don't know. Best time for that would probably be when the market closes, maybe every day. So I'm going to probably be doing it around 4 o'clock every single day. And we'll see how that works out for me. But yeah, have a plan, guys. Make sure you stick to it. And yeah, we're going to make this money. As Gamma Goddess would always say, we're going to get this money, right? Let's freaking go. Jake the Snake saying, I just thought it would be, wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I hit the area every day saying DSP having the beg-a-thon tomorrow, gonna be a comedy gold. Yeah, it's gonna be comedy gold. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, says Jake the Snake on the DSP. Oh my gosh. Jim Derringer says, I watched Vitalik's comments on Ethereum. Yes, so you saw, I covered that last night. What do you think about that? He says he's getting paranoid, stepping down from operations to focus on development. His goal is to prevent for insider takedown. Guess he's wary of institutions. 100%. That's what I've been calling for a while. I've been saying he's got to, well, number one, he's got to stand down from his marketing, or at least the poster child of Ethereum. He's been doing nothing but disservice for Ethereum. A lot of the investors, of course, see that zaniness of Vitalik and sometimes, of course, just move the other way or look the other way, but also, get out. Yeah, they have a lot of promises to keep with institutional investors that, of course, looking to build all of like things like the securitized, tokenized the world that we're going to have that Larry Fink wants it to take place in the coming years. If they don't get their shit together, it's gonna go somewhere else. It's gonna go Solana. It's gonna go Sui. So they got to get their crap together. And of course, all of our altcoins also depend on it too. you can't rule that out either. We have Jasmine, of course. I think SwiftCoin isn't that its own? It might be its own L1. I think. I don't know. I know for sure. Of course, Jasmine's on Inmeria or on Ethereum. Some of our darlings here on the channel. If you guys, of course, like Polygon, I still think that's a sleeping dragon. Don't hold any right now in the current bull run, but the bear market did make me a lot of cash. Of course, what else we have here? It's, of course, on Ethereum's L2s. Those are the only ones in my chart that are really standing out to me. But anyway, of course, all the meme coins originated on Ethereum too. What else we have here? And don't forget NFTs. The largest marketplace, of course, still being on OpenSea. Jake and Snake, yes, we got that. Jake and Snake saying ETH will probably become the Mac of crypto. Oh, jeez. I guess so, I guess. It's not going to be the internet computer. It's going to be the internet Macintosh. That's funny. The internet Apple. Still around, just a little more irrelevant every year. Yeah. I do like your take on that, Jake. I do feel I've felt the same way about Apple since I've been born, basically. Also, I haven't heard you shill yet. Damn it, you're right. I did bring it up when you weren't here this morning. But yeah, of course, Jake the Snake, of course, the King of Ohio is reminding me to shill harder. That's right. According to this floppy disk that I wrote months and months ago. Yes, and he reminded me to shill harder again today, guys. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. We need to get the channel to 1,000 subs. And of course, every single like supports the channel and defeats the YouTube algorithm. Your corporate overlords will thank you later in the dystopian future when you're all being prime citizens, just being obeying law-abiding prime citizens. Amazon. Oh, jeez. Danny in the house. How's it going, Danny? How's it going? Hope you are doing well, my guy, as well. Hope you guys are making as much fiat as you can and burning it. Yes.
This entire idea of like 60%.
No, Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Thank you, Sailor. All right, that's the best thing to do with your, with your hard-earned fiat. Throw it into Bitcoin. Burn that fiat. Jim Duringer says ICP's tech stack is the most revolutionary. Their botched debut in the market stunted growth and adoption. That's for sure. Like a Super Daniel-san. Super Daniel-san says Jake the Snake. Cutting grass, says Danny. Well, at least you're getting work done either way. And listening to us in the background. Of course, everyone's going to be making money in the future. Right, let's see what else we have in the headlines. Is Trump still on that call with Putin? This has been updated. As of 9:45, no, this has not been updated. 12 minutes ago. Still waiting on that there. Of course, just another day, guys. Just another freaking day. Oh my God. I used up all my clock smashing powers. I'm trying to find my other screen. I had so many other screens up. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, there it is. Boom. Still happening. Still filibuster at the House floor. This could go on the entire day. Like I said, he's got enough material in that binder. This could be going on literally for the whole day. I wonder if the president has power to silence the court or at least maybe pass a vote to stop the nonsense. I don't know. I'm going to find out today, I guess. I don't think he does. The people, of course, must be heard. Must be heard. Let's just listen in just real quick, just so you guys who just dropped in can hear some of the nonsense that's being spewed.
Reaching out and sharing her story because it helps to put to bed the lie that's been told, Mr. Speaker, by some people in this town. That the people, the everyday Americans who
and he's just stopping
participating in
every word, just
have access to
stall as long as
programs like the Affordable Care Act.
Stop.
Are unworthy, aren't hardworking American taxpayers. They are.
Pause.
Hardworking American taxpayers. A group of people that real leaders in this country.
It's still going. Still going. All right. What else we got? Let's take a look back at Bloomberg if I can find the right. There it is. Man, I got so many open today. Holy crap. Let's take a look and see what they're talking about right now.
But that's simply because the fundamentals are so good. Defaults are actually below 2% right now. There's still a lot of money who would like income-oriented investments. It yields, say, 2 to 3 percentage points more than treasuries. So I think high yield is still very attractive. More moderate in total return than we may like to see. Maybe we're looking at a coupon of, say, 5.5 to 7.5%, and 1 or 2% of capital appreciation. So that says to me mid to high single digits for high yield, better than treasuries. So we think that corporate bonds are a pretty attractive sector for the extra yield.
Always great stuff. Thank you so much, Margie. Really appreciate it. Margie Patel, Senior Portfolio Manager, Allspring Global Investments up there in Boston, Mass, which in the warm weather, one of my favorite towns anywhere is Boston, with the Boston Harbor, all the boats. It's just awesome up there. Let's get back down to Washington, D.C. Mike Dorning, Bloomberg News Capital Influence Deputy Team Leader. Not sure what that is, but I know he covers all the stuff going on in Washington. Mike, where are we in terms of getting something signed here today? Where are we in this process?
So basically, the Republican leaders and President Trump have putting pressure on enough Republicans so they can pass this bill. They're just waiting for Hakeem Jeffries to finish his speech denouncing the bill. Each congressional leader can speak for an unlimited amount of time, but they can't go to the bathroom while they're speaking. So you're kind of limited by biology and how long you can go. But he's making his case. He's making it at great length and vigorously. But once he's finished talking, then the Republicans will vote. They believe they have the votes, and then it will pass and go to President Trump. He's planning on signing it on July 4th.
Absolutely. I'm just seeing here, Hakeem Jeffries started speaking this morning at 4:54 a.m. East Coast time, and as Mike mentioned, still speaking, Isabel.
The most read story is actually this story. The U.S. House nears passage of Trump's tax bill after all-nighter. If you go to READ, can you remind us again, Mike, what the main tension of this bill is? What is taking so long? We have President Donald Trump tweeting that, what are you trying to prove? What are Republicans waiting for?
So the big criticism Democrats have of this is they sort of feel like it's a Robin Hood in reverse, that you're taking from poor people to give to rich people. Most of the tax cuts primarily benefit more well-off people, and a lot of the social safety net services they're cutting cover lower-income people, and they don't get much in the way of tax breaks. Among Republicans, though, I mean, there are narrow Republican majorities in both houses, and the president's Republican. The Republicans back this. They feel like the big tax cut will promote economic growth. Among the Republicans, the tensions are some of the conservatives wanted deeper cuts in spending because they're going to have like a giant $3 trillion plus deficit as a result of this bill on top of the other deficits. Whereas some of the Republican moderates from swing state districts didn't want to cut Medicaid and food stamps as much as this bill cuts them.
I have a question here. Matt from Westchester writes in, what's the SALT tax language? Do we have any finalization there?
That's sort of news you can use if you live in New York, New Jersey, or California. And that's all final. That's settled. The limit on the SALT tax goes up from $10,000 to $40,000
right.
for the next 5 years. Then it goes back down to $10,000 for the remainder of the time.
How much pomp and circumstance are we going to see on July 4 when and if President Donald Trump signs this, given that he's really drummed up this deadline of his?
The White House hasn't given their plans for the signing, but you can bet that President Trump, this is his signature main legislative wish. This is all he's really asking Congress for this whole 2 years. And this is his big ask. You can imagine he's a real estate promoter. He is not shy about promoting success, that he will have an over-the-top celebration for this.
All right.
You know
Mike Dorning, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Mike Dorning, Bloomberg News. He covers all Washington, D.C., down there in D.C.
That was a good recap.
Hakeem Jeffries, he'll have to keep speaking until around 1:30 p.m. East Coast time if he wants to set the record for a House floor speech.
Damn.
Then Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican from California, set that mark by speaking for 8 hours and 32 minutes in opposition to then President Joe Biden's signature Build Back Better legislation.
Going for the world record.
2021.
And I believe Paul Sweeney has set the record for staying in the studio without a bathroom break.
Without a bathroom. So, I mean, I guess this happens, I guess, is the way to
Yes, and it's unbelievable. 8 hours is too
I love
long.
it. Absolutely love it.
So, but
More power to him at that point.
Hey, where are the Democrats? Well, I guess they're making a little bit of a stand here today, so we'll keep an eye.
All right, guys. Yeah, he continues on. He continues on as I have it going in the background forever and ever. Yeah, more power to him, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, we have until about 2 p.m. if he wants to make a really crazy record. All right, getting back in the chat, guys. Milk Money, yes. Happy Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday, guys. Reminder. Day before Friday Eve, Thursday. Jim Daringer also saying, this is true, Danny. They platform every major narrative in history. Crypto is no exception. Danny saying, the machine is too powerful. They will always infiltrate to steal, control, or take down a company. Yes, Milk Money in the chat. Yes, I got to go back. I'm all over the chat today. Oh my gosh, guys. Jake the Snake saying, best tech is irrelevant for adoption in many cases. Yes, King Jake. Jake the Snake. Yes, I got you, babe. Milk Money coming in with I got you, babe. Yes. Yeah, we just keep waking up every single day, guys. It's just the same shit. The same damn shit. Oh my God. Yeah, ICP has a bridgeless connection to Bitcoin via canisters, allowing direct on-chain access to Bitcoin, DeFi. Cardano's still working on this. Yeah, they're pretty much there though, Jim. From what I hear, Cardano has adopted Bitcoin into its, its blockchain ADA pretty well, from what I've heard. Same for the Lightning Network. Yes. I got you, babe. Yes, money. MM, yes. Oh, jeez. Yes, machine's too powerful. We covered that one. Yeah, I'm all over the chat today, guys. Jake and Snake says, I will have to look into Jim Gunslinger's. He mentioned they platform every major narrative in history. Crypto is no exception. Man, yeah, they did. They ran so hard against crypto, so hard in the last 4 or 5 years. I was stunned when we got, into 2025 and we had proper regulation and legislation and we actually started to get the ball rolling. Okay, so Jim Daringer says, I remember a green energy conference where the woman was arguing with some old Polish dude that she had 25 years in the industry. He told her he funded that platform in 1973 and she went silent. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Happy July 3rd, says Braveheart McFreedom. Jim also coming in with always good to see a Braveheart in the chat as well. Yeah, you guys always go have a good good chat on the sidelines for sure, as we cover that every day. Always good to see. Yes, always good to see you, both of you guys. Beebs coming in. Good morning, Otaku and future crypto millionaires. Good morning, Beebs. How you doing? How you doing, my guy? Welcome, of course, to the chaos. Never forget Zimbabwe. Always have hedges, says Jim. Let's see. Good morning, Otaku, Senior, Derringer, and fam. Braveheart McFreedom. Yes, good morning, everyone, to everyone. Hopefully you have your coffee. I'm out of coffee now, damn it. I need more coffee. Getting into 10:30 a.m. now. We're pretty much ready to go. I think we've covered pretty much everything that's happening right now. News for crypto in terms of our space is kind of lackluster this morning. I think we're a little burnt out too in terms of price action. We're waiting for this thing to pass. And it's coming down now a little bit, testing 109.9. I think we actually are drawing a line in the sand and making a new bottom, though. This is bullish, guys, all in all. This morning showing the world that we might be trading a new bottom somewhere around this area here. Let me get this color right here. Let's see. Orange. Yes, orange. Looking at the new bottom somewhere around 108, 3, 6, 7, somewhere in that range. Not bad, not bad. Slightly higher from yesterday's little divot downward. Pretty cool stuff. And then, yeah, again, just a daily reminder, guys, I'm tired of winning. Tired of freaking winning. Yes, before we leave.
You may even get tired of
Yep. Of course, last night calling for a baseline bear target, and that's exactly where we landed. Baseline. Falling a little bit this morning, but of course, we're keeping our solid level of 108. I love this. This is good, guys. So yeah, get your bags packed. Hope you're ready to go. Man, this is starting to about ready to coil up too. Look at that wick get bought up really quickly too. We can't even get back to a 109.6, 109.5 here this morning. Let's see if this holds. We get into smaller time frames and take a look. See if this is going to bounce. It might come back down. Yeah, it might still come back down and retest. Oh, it might coil back up too. I don't know. We'll have to take a look and see that in the longer time frames. But I'd say, yeah, the short term says it's going to roll over a little bit and maybe retest another time at 109.6, or come back down and retest 109.3, or even go back down as low as 108.7. Still a little bit until the morning. I think once we get him off the stand, hopefully soon, I guess, unless he's wearing a pee bag, which he could be. He's got plenty of materials to sit there and talk all day. But I gotta give him a hand though, man, guys. I mean, he's been up there. Where'd he go? There he is. He's been up there since 3 a.m. I woke up this morning and I saw this. I'm like, I thought I just started. No, he was already talking for 3 hours when I woke up this morning. Or no, 4 hours? 5 hours? Holy crap! Yeah, this guy's yeah, definitely control. With the best of us. I love it. Legend. he gets a thumbs up from me for sure. That's the way I'm looking at it. You gotta have a positive spin on everything. Good morning, Otaku and Senior Daring your fam. $1 million bill doesn't sound that crazy as the debt ceiling continues to accelerate, and not that it can be controlled at this point anyway, says Jim. Remember when Janet Yellen was trying to push the $1 trillion coin? If you guys are new, you might not know this, but yeah, Janet Yellen was pushing for a theoretical concept where the U.S. Treasury would mint a platinum coin with a very high face value, like $1 trillion, to address the debt ceiling crisis. This thing's been going on for a while, though. I think it came out. It was a lot more talks around 2020 during the, the Great Print, 2021. There we go. There's a little video to catch you guys up on.
So there are debates about whether it will pay for itself and what the cost will ultimately be. Given the debt that we have generated over, well, now a very long time, frankly, on a bipartisan basis, I wanted to ask you about a proposal that Paul Krugman has gotten behind recently, and that is what's called the $1 trillion coin as a possible fix or tool in your toolbox to solve this, effectively minting a coin that could pay off some of our debt. What do you think of that?
I'm opposed to it, and I don't believe that we should consider it seriously. It's really a gimmick, and what's necessary is for Congress to show that the world can count on America paying its debts. Yeah.
We're gonna pay our debt, even if we gotta borrow money to pay our debt. That's what we're doing right now. All right, yeah. So Janet Yellen, I guess, was opposing it. I didn't know that. I remember she talked about it in one of the hearings, but I didn't think that she was opposed it directly. Anyway, buy the dip says Jake the Snake. Platinum coin, yes, it was crazy. Yes, Jake the Snake knows what I'm talking about. And at this point, we're so far removed from reality in government finances that they have to resort to gimmicks and accounting tricks. Yes, yes, Jake. I was so ready to hear that shaky grandma yelling again. Yeah. To never hear her again. Oh, come on. She's not a bad grandma from what I hear. Oh, jeez. I'm sure she gives out really good candy. God. All right, he's still
I mentioned
going.
earlier
He's still going.
the Declaration of Independence, and of course some of the aspirational aspects of it.
Anyway, guys, he can definitely troll with the best of us, and I'm going to probably use that to exit myself. I think it's time. And yeah, who knows how long he's going to be up here for. Like Bloomberg said, the record, for him to break the record, he had to be out here until about 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So it could be, again, still another 3 or 4 hours. You don't know. I know I can hold my piss for a while. Quite a damn while. I can probably go a whole day with only going once or twice. So yeah, for sure, he could probably do it too if he's trolling like me. I love it. All right, one more, testament from the chat here. Platinum candy from Granny Yelly. Jake, you're awesome. I love you. Jim Duringer says, I know we have the U.S. focus to look at the issue, but it extends globally. The entire world is exposed to dollar-dominated equities via the S&P 500, which in turn exposes them into the dollar devaluation. I personally think, and let me know if you feel the same way, Jim, I personally think that the S&P 500 is basically just where the dollar goes to die. I think that all the money just goes into the S&P 500 and it's just tracking inflation. And that's why it's just outperforming every year, because all the money's just going to one thing, mostly the Mag 7. Let me know how you feel about that too, but that's what I think. And then Jim Duringer says the U.S. stock market is 70% of the global stock market. Yeah. So you probably think the same thing too, I'd imagine. Jake the Snake, 100%. All right, guys. I got to get some more stuff done today. I actually got to go rent a truck, get some carpet back here. I'm going to be putting up the carpet, hopefully over the weekend, get that done. And then I can start moving in the rest of the furniture, and we finally get the studio flushed out, finally, after all this time. Jim Duringer coming back saying the S&P 500 is effectively a lifeboat. It must inflate, not only because of value, because if it fails, it pulls 70% of the globe down with it. Jeez, it's just a big freaking beast. We can't stop it. Eventually, though, the bubble's going to burst. What happens when we don't value everything in the dollar anymore? It's not our primary reserve currency. Too big to fail, says Jake. Too big to fail. All right. Jake the Snake says, but they always do. I can't. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. I'm going to leave you with that. I think we have better days ahead, of course. Bitcoin, of course, is going to melt all of our faces. All crypto assets are going to surprise us. I would not see surprise if we, of course, come back down and retest some of these lower areas. I mean, we still can go back down to this area again, as I generally am predicting this to kind of go sideways and flat over the 4th of July weekend into Monday morning. That's, of course, my prediction that we're going to break out somewhere between July 7th and 8th next week. But we'll see. We'll see if the whole world overreacts to this. We could actually see all-time highs at least peak today or tomorrow, and I'll give that one to Ramona, of course, as the well-deserved. All right, guys. I will. It's so hard to leave. I love hanging out with you guys, but I gotta get crap done too. We're heading into overtime at almost 11. Wow, we're doing a good job, just like our representative over here in our Democratic representative filibustering the House right now. Jim Duringer says, if it fails, you're living in scary times. Yeah, we're living basically in the dystopian future, and the Mad Max kind. Not the Blade Runner kind, which I'm pertaining to mostly. We're not going to get flying cars though. We're not allowed to fly cars. Let's see what else we have here. Jim Deringer says hyperinflation is effectively causing the S&P 500 to become our economy. Going back into Blade Runner style, future, where, of course, all of the corporate entities own the world. Jake the Snake says, true, we'll really need a Derringer THWN. I don't know what that means. I'm referring to there, Jake. Jim Deringer saying also guns and ammo, gold and silver, Bitcoin. If we don't get EMP'd, that's right, EMP'd. Even if we did get EMP'd, Bitcoin, of course, would just go right back to its regular scheduled programming as soon as the lights turn back on. So, like, nothing has changed. And, of course, you'd have to EMP the entire world to completely kill Bitcoin. I mean, we're talking about scary, scary times if that happens. Definitely Mad Max style event. Yeah, so we don't want that kind of dystopian future, guys. We don't. All right, guys, I'm going to call it with that. I love this back and forth. It's so hard to leave. It's so hard to leave. I love this back and forth, of course, with the dystopian future prospects into scary times ahead. I love it. But anyway, guys, have to go. Got to get stuff done. And, of course, we'll see you guys tonight with our foreign market open at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, guys, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Right before the bull run. I will catch you guys tonight. This is the Crypto Otaku signing out. Later. And if I can find the right damn...
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold night king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my walls with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking and door. In other words, I should you. In other words, I love you.
The King of Ohio, of course, telling everyone, don't do anything I wouldn't do, or anything I would. Jeez. Later, everyone, of course, milk money, have a great day. Yes, guys. And, of course, stock up on gold, ammo, silver, and Bitcoin. That is, of course, my my daily reminder, guys. Before the bull run, let's go. I'll see you guys later. Peace.